Yeah, as a matter of fact, on Wisteria Lane, when you go through my front door and you go down, suddenly the whole back of the house is completely open to the woods, and there are raccoons living all in there. And down on the sound stages, too, where all the sets are, as we shoot late at night, you can look up and you see these little eyes peering down and there are raccoons everywhere. I know. And there was actually an infestation because they come and sleep on our couches when we're not there. So we were sitting there acting, and suddenly you were going, I think there's like lice on the couches. I don't know what's going on. But all the flowers on Wisteria Lane, I mean, they're real trees and stuff, but they tie on these silk flowers everywhere. So it's beautiful, but the greens budget must be phenomenal. I mean, it's a beautiful street to live on, but just at the facade. I told Mark Cherry that if he ever made me appear in my underwear, he had to be on film in his underwear. And then he went off to do a pilot, and suddenly I ended up in my underwear. I don't really know what I've done to Mark Cherry, but, I think the essence of drama and comedy is that you have to have heightened circumstances. And I think after several years, the height of those circumstances has to increase. Very open and very collaborative, and very kind and very encouraging. I mean, he's a wonderful boss. I mean, he's so open and democratic that at a certain point you want to go, no, really, don't listen to us. Go off and do your own thing. But he's a wonderful man to work for. Well, I think it's interesting because Lynette was pushing Tom to be a high-powered executive, to be a shark. She pushed him, and he said, all right, and he became a high-powered executive, and then it's that phrase of be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. And then she doesn't like what she gets. And I think it's a final hurdle that Tom is tired of her never being satisfied, and he's done, and so he needs to walk away, which I understand.
You were adventurous. You backpacked through Croatia. You jumped on stage at a Springsteen concert. It's just hard for me to reconcile this suburban housewife with the girl who had a threesome with two of the guys from the rugby team.
Is it the end of the marriage? I think it depends on if we're going to end in year 8 or 9. It possibly could be the end of the marriage, which would be sad because it's one of the few normal couples on Wisteria Lane. And I would be sad not to work with Doug Savant anymore. No, I don't think he does. I only work 3 or 4 days a week. I think there are times when Doug and I have, a kissing scene or something like that Bill sort of says, he has that horrible disease, right? So, but just a little bit, just a little soupçon. Just enough to keep it interesting.
Ladies, there's a new housewife in town.